Hi, ladies.
Hey, hello.
First things first, you guys have not seen tonight's episode of Love Island, right?
Not tonight.
No, ma'am. I
Okay,
briefly started it for like 3 minutes, but no.
okay, perfect. Because tonight is it should be the recoupling from Casa Amor back into the main villa. So tonight should be spicy, spicy, spicy. So I cannot wait for us to hop off, and I'm going to be watching that as soon as we're done here because I cannot wait to see these recouplings because chaos always hits the fan. But
Girl.
I think before we talk about Casa more, let's back up to where we last left off. We were just kind of talking initially about how we felt about the people in the main villa. I think we were talking about them 2 weeks in, so it's been probably another week or so since then. So, what are you guys thinking about the couples that are in the villa as of right now? Like Kenzie recoupled back up with Corbin, do you guys remember
Okay.
the whole letter thing when they had to write a letter in the box and then they stood by the box and opened it to see?
Yes.
So what did you think about that?
Okay, so I had to take notes because I literally ha watched. So today's Thursday for our
Uh-huh.
listeners. I was only like 5 or 6 episodes in up until Sunday. So between Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yesterday, and today, I have watched a cajillion episodes.
I'm so
So
proud of
So much Love Island.
extra. My first season of Love Island is all crammed. It
you. I
took
love
2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, let me make notes. First of all, I did have a question because I think
Yeah.
all the couples, since we talked last, which was basically like at the end of the makeout session and when they're all at the white party, and then that's when the new bombshells came in. I
Mm-hmm.
was saying Val because I hadn't seen Soul yet.
Yes.
She is gorgeous.
Bad as fuck.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn.
Mm-hmm. That's a bad.
Um, in the hideaway, do we know if the two that were in the hideaway, I think it was the British guy and Kata,
Kata and yeah, uh-huh. And Zach, uh-huh.
did they have sex or no? Because they
Yes.
told everyone they did.
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. I was still confused. I was like, but did you?
Yeah, because so I don't know if you remember, but before, like, Kata has been wanting to have sex with him. She just doesn't give a fuck, like in the bed. She's just been wanting to have sex.
Oh,
But
no.
they had a conversation. I think it was actually in bed, and he was like, I don't want to, because they were doing like everything else, but they hadn't had sex yet. And Zach was like, I don't want to have sex with you because what if someone else comes in and then we
Oh,
people and
okay.
then we've already had sex. And so she's like, so you're already thinking about other people? So she's like, so you're gonna, you're already thinking about coupling with someone else. So that's how she took it as. I didn't take it like that. I took it as I get that because like what he could even be speaking for him. What if she finds someone and then he had sex with her and then he's like vulnerable, you know what I mean? Because he had sex with her and
Right.
and then his heart's broken because what if he's gonna catch all these feelings, and then I kind of took it like that, but she took it kind of the other way around. What you're gonna fuck me and then go with somebody else.
I
So, and then
know.
when they went into the hideaway, she was like, we're doing it," and then he just like gave in, and then yeah,
Okay, because I remember that conversation now, but again, half the time I'm multitasking
of
in my
course,
house. So I heard it, but I was like, wait, what? Okay, and that's good to know. But I do like them as a couple. I
I do
felt
too.
like up until recently, we'll get to it. I felt like they were like one of the strongest couples, and then I did love Casey and Anaya up until
Mhm.
recently as well.
Yes, same girl. I
So
love Anaya. I think she's a bad bitch. I think she's fucking beautiful. I think her personality is fucking awesome.
I
I
know I love
kind of
her.
like she gives me like Mama Bear of the Villa vibes. I love
Yeah.
that she goes around and talks to everybody, and I just feel like she's so sweet and I did really like Casey as well. I thought that they were a super cute couple. And what did you think about, I'm curious with your guys' opinion when Sincere was trying to make a connection with Soul. I thought their chemistry was off the fucking charts. I thought like I loved looking at them together. I thought compared to with Melanie, I just thought they were so chaotic. They were toxic. They're yelling all the fucking time. She's being crazy. He's being crazy. And then with Soul, I just felt like such strong
Less chaos.
chemistry. So, yeah, less chaos, just peaceful. I felt like he just was a different person when he was with Soul. I felt he was just more calm and like more, I don't know. It
I'll
just
let Britt go first on that one because
I
I got some
loved their
words.
connection. You got some words? Okay. Yeah, what did you think of Soul and Sincere when they were together?
I did like it. I think that it kind of made me feel like when he was going into it, I felt like he felt resistance to it because of, sorry, what's her name again?
Melanie, right?
Oh,
Melanie.
the one he was with?
Yeah,
The original girl? Melanie, yeah.
yeah. Like, just, I think he just felt like he couldn't,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and if he didn't feel that way, I think he would have pursued it a lot more
Mm-hmm.
than what was there. Like, because he obviously didn't choose her, but I did think, oh, like that's sweet. Like, I think that he genuinely was like, this is someone I'm really attracted to,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
And their chemistry was
Yeah.
just so, it just felt like it aligned easier than the
Yes.
other two. But like you said, he felt like, oh, I have to be with Melanie. And so by the end of it all, I think he just chose Melanie. You know how chaos tends to choose chaos?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
That's what
exactly
Paul
what I
was
was
saying.
thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's just that's what they're already attached in that way.
Exactly. It's funny that you say that, Britt, about him you feeling like he had resistance because for me, I honestly was shocked that he even did what he did with Soul. Like they were kissing in the bed, they were like,
No.
going into the different areas of the villa for like hours. They were like having breakfast. He was like all over her kissing her. I honestly was surprised he was doing that. I thought when they'd couple up that he would not even be because you'll see like in past Love Island sometimes people couple up when it's not their choice and they'll just straight up like ghost their partner. Like they won't even fucking talk to them. And
I
then
was
like if they want to be with
wondering
someone else, they'll just act like they're in a couple with the other
the
person,
other. Okay.
so
I was
that happens
curious.
sometimes too, which, is kind of sad in the end because it doesn't give the other person a fair chance and it always makes the other person feel like upset. Like,
Shitty.
why couldn't you at least give me a chance? Which is how Soul ended up feeling in the end, anyways.
Yes, the poor girl. I'm like, and she's like, you guys, and she was crying. She's like, you guys just put me out of my misery.
Yes.
And I'm like, that sincere, literally. So I have all these notes,
Yes.
and sincere, literally, I put low key shady, like trying to play both of these girls like such a fucking dick. But what can
Hmm.
you expect? I mean, they're all in their 20s, so
Yeah, they
it's
all
good
are.
TV.
It
Yeah.
is.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah,
And
the way
then,
he was playing them both, I was not down. I was like, you lost major brownie points with me, boo.
so the episode where the audience voted on who would be recoupled, has that
Hmm.
happened before? That's like a thing that they do.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
They switch up the voting, like it'll be random almost all the time, but they have done that before where bombshells will come in and then we get to pick which one. Because I
Wow.
mean, the people love drama.
I
So they want the
know.
dramatic recouplings.
Yeah, so then
Like
when it came
that.
down to the three, oh, and listeners, if you're not caught up, I'm sorry, we're talking a lot of spoilers today.
Yes.
That's why another reason why I wanted to hurry up and catch up because a couple of my podcasts started talking about Casa Amor, and I was like, no, I need to Father's Day, me and Paul on the couch for 5 hours.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Happy Father's Day.
Love you guys. But I was like, okay, they had the three girls and the three boys at the bottom. And then the guys all got pissed. What'd you guys think about the guys getting pissed that Gabe
Mm.
got kicked off? But I feel the same. Total fuckboy energy. So bye. Even
Who
though he seems nice at the same time.
gave the one from Brazil? So
Oh,
do you remember the episode where the girls chose the guy to leave and the guys chose the girl to leave?
um, just the one where Sean left. I didn't see the other one.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So Gabe, the one who do you remember Beatrice? She got
Yeah, I know which one Gabe is now, and
okay.
I thought we knew he was leaving because
hmm.
something happened outside the show. Weren't we talking about that?
we've talked about things that have like happened outside the show, but he wasn't supposed to go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there wasn't any drama with him until the end.
Right.
They talked about in After Sun, I guess, how like he was a Trump supporter or whatever. So I
Yeah,
feel
I
like that
saw
there was
that.
hate with him about that, but that wasn't anything like major.
Oh,
But the girls chose to send him home, and the guys were really fucking pissed
They
because it
were
was
so
between
mad.
him, Corbin, and Caleb, who was the country boy. And
Hmm.
they were like, because Gabe was with Jen, the blonde bombshell,
By
hmm.
and
force.
Ben was with Kenzie. So they were like, kind of like, why wouldn't you choose Caleb? And the girls were like, well, Caleb just got here. Like, that's not fucking fair. Gabe has had two connections, one with Ben,
Right.
one with Jen.
Yeah.
And they're like, he'll just never be happy. Like, they just think if another bombshell came in,
Looking for the
he
next
would
best
go to the
thing.
next bombshell. So that's why they chose it. And the guys were like, if you're going to say that, then we should have voted Kenzie off because Kenzie is the one that is never satisfied and always hides from, but so they were like, so that's, yeah, why they were getting pissed off because they were like, your logic makes no fucking sense. Because they're like, if you
Yeah.
were going by player lustful logic, then you should have voted for Kenzie to leave because she's lustful and can never be satisfied. Is the guy.
Right. I did cry when Bea left, when she got dumped. I was
Oh,
like sobbing. I was like, that's so unfair. Like, she should have
oh.
stayed. That's my girl. And I like how she called in After Sun. She's like, I'll say it again. She's like, Melanie's the one that should have got those pies. It's like, that's my
Hmm.
girl.
Yeah.
That's
No,
right.
absolutely. Yeah, and because you watched After Sun, right, Star? So I
Mm-hmm.
want to say something interesting. So After Sun's usually back in the day were not interesting. Like no one ever really watched it, but now like you do get a lot more tea and a lot more kind of behind the scenes stuff, which I like. And before in past Love Islands, you would net like the people who got voted off still wouldn't have their phone. So what happens is basically everyone who gets voted off, usually this season's different. Usually they stay behind the closer that they get, they stay behind in Fiji because they end up coming back in the end to like watch the
At the
grand
same time.
and all that stuff. Yeah, and they're not going to
Yes.
make them fly back home and then fly them back out to Fiji. So they kind
Right.
of just stay there, hang out with each other. They still don't have their cell phones. They still don't know what's going on until after the finale.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting now they're giving their phones back immediately, and now there's
They're,
cameras following them. And we
it's
would
so
never, like,
cool.
after they left, we never saw them again. Yeah,
Wow.
they would come back for After Sun and just ask like normal questions, like how they've been asking. But like we wouldn't see them go to their hotel. We
Ah,
wouldn't see them talk to anybody. We wouldn't see them get their phones. So
yeah,
this
this
is
is
all new
nice.
stuff. Yeah, and I'm really liking that they did that.
I love it. And that's what normal reality shows do. They, especially when it's like an elimination kind of thing like this, is they'll keep them there. But I heard I think the Ian guy, he was saying normally you don't have their phones or whatever. And I was like, oh, so this is a new thing. But
Mhm.
I like it. I like that they get to check their phones, make a phone call.
Mhm.
And then their friends are all watching it live. So they're like, and by the way, this, and this. I was like, yeah,
Yes,
they're getting the real-time tea from like
they
what the
really
world is
are.
thinking of them.
And talk about crying. I was crying when Sean was getting his phone back and he was talking to his sister and just hearing about how his sister was sticking up for him with the mayor and all the stuff. Like
Oh,
oh my gosh.
oh.
Yeah, I was like, I can't. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet.
I do like how they pull each other aside for the little chats because I noted that Trinity had told Anaya that Casey was wanting to save Soul. Wait,
Hmm.
Trinity told Melanie. I put the wrong
Hmm.
name. Yeah, and so I was like, oh, she's stirring the pot, but that's her girl, so she wants her to know, by the way.
Exactly.
And then so they had their little thing and then they got through it.
Yeah, because that messed Anaya up. Because Anaya's like, oh, you wanted to keep Soul here? Oh, you told her that you would pursue her if she stayed? Like, then go ahead and fucking pursue her. You know what I mean? So I will say, and there's been a lot of blowback too, that these islanders aren't exploring. Like you will see some people like Soul, for example, who are like, yeah, these guys like didn't even open up to me. Like that does happen once in a while, but typically it's later on in the season, which
Okay.
understandably so. They've been together for weeks on
So
end.
many weeks.
But people are talking like these islanders are not open like people normally are. Like there would have
They're
already been
pretty
so much
attached.
more drama. Yeah, they're already like pre-attached. So I will tell you, normally in each Love Island, there's like one couple that stays together from the end. Usually.
Wow.
Yeah, and then everyone else is swapping, is bombshelling Casa Amor, bringing someone back. Like there's usually one couple that stays strong. That's usually how it works. So this season, everybody's like, "What the fuck?" Like nobody's fucking switching up, nobody's open. Like what the hell's going on?
I feel like they're all falling in love. And I'm like, I feel like it feels like it's been forever. And in reality, it's like, it's been 2 weeks. Okay. Like, this is
But they
wild.
say, because you're together 24 hours. So they say literally, a week is like a month. A month is like 6 months. The
They're
Mhm.
two
chatting
months
over
feels like a
here,
year because you're living together, you're eating together,
getting ready together,
yep, everything.
sleeping together.
That's
It's a
it.
lot of together time.
Speaking of
Hmm.
together time, the one romance that's interesting is really the bromance.
Hmm.
And now I can't unsee it. Like I cannot unsee it. Everything I'm like, you guys should just be together. Talking about
So,
Zach and Bryce.
yes.
I started noticing that when Bryce jumped in Zach's bed. I was like, a
And
little too close for comfort.
they're just like always canoodling, I feel.
But
Always canoodling.
how are you going to go to your bestie? First of all, they're calling each other besties. You've known each other again for 2 weeks. That's my bestie, but I want to go talk to him because I like his girl who's also
Mhm.
besties with my girl.
Yep.
Okay, you are purposely creating, like, stirring the pot here. Like, what is happening? To the producers, Paul was like, I bet you the producers told him, like, to go after her or something. I'm like, I don't know, boo.
Maybe. But you
Yeah.
remember like how upset Trinity was because she was like, "You're literally trying to go after like my best fucking friend." And then I forget who said it, but Casey said that he was surprised that Trinity and Bryce were one of the most like couples. And she was
Mhm.
so pissed off. She's like, why wouldn't you think we would be one of the most like couples?" And that's what
Mhm.
everyone's saying. Well, Bryce was trying to go for Kata. If Kata would have said yes, he wouldn't even be with you.
Yeah, that
Fast
part.
forward to Bryce and Casa, who's just like a sad puppy dog,
I know.
just
Let's talk
wanting
about
Trinity.
Casa more, ladies.
Oh.
Oh man, what a spot! Because Fallon, okay, listeners, Fallon kept saying, "We just wait for Casa more, wait for Casa more." So I'm like, "What is Casa more? I need to watch this right now." And now I get it. Like, wow, this is brilliant TV.
Mhm.
Mhm. Let's see. When the guys, okay, I had a question because that very first day when they went over there, they're sitting on the couch, they bring out the girls. Do they know they're being watched? Like, is that a normal thing?
No. And
Oh,
oh, they have no idea that the girls have seen anything yet.
that's a new thing.
So sometimes what will happen is, so sometimes it's not always the guys that sneak out to Casa. Sometimes the girls will sneak out to Casa and the guys will stay back at the villa. It just really depends on the season. But they will have, like, for example, say the girls sneak out to Casa more. Say the guys will get a text, okay, the girls are in Casa more, your girls are coming tomorrow. They'll go to sleep and they'll wake up and there'll be like a text with like a video and it'll be clips of all the girls like making out with the different guys at Casa or like sleeping in their bed or whatever. So there'll be videos sent to them. Sometimes, yeah, they'll get pictures. Sometimes they'll watch it on it's always kind of like different the way
That's
they do
cool.
it. That's the first time that they brought a TV in a box.
That's
Wow.
like Temptation Island. They show the video, like they'd have the girls come and they show pieces of what the men are doing in the other villa with the other
Mhm.
women. I'm like, oh
Wow.
my God. So I was watching this, I'm watching them watch that. Oh my God.
It's
And
so
then like
hot.
what you'll do when you don't think anyone's watching. It's
Yes.
crazy.
It's crazy how fast it changes, right?
Crazy.
Literally the
Second
night
finger.
before, you just wrote a love letter. I love you. You're the girl for me. You da 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 da. To literally 24 hours later, your hands are in this girl's butthole. Like
Yes.
disturbing. And Kata and Anaya were crying. Did you guys notice that? And maybe Melanie
Yeah.
too. I mean, that was hard to
Yeah. They probably
watch.
all shed some tears at some point.
My man, my man, my man.
Yeah, my man.
Is that Melanie's line? My man, my man, my man.
No, it actually came from last season. Yeah.
Okay, because another girl, one of the new like bombshells from Casa, I don't know if they're
Mhm.
called bombshells, but one of the new girls was
Yeah.
also saying it. So I was like, what is this a thing?
Yeah, it started last season. So you'll see like different seasons. Sometimes they'll have like catchphrases that come in and then they'll kind of like carry on. But yeah, last year one girl said that.
Wow. But I was shocked at their behavior. Just forget about the love letter I just wrote. I'm here to, ugh. I mean, it was so much making out and
Mhm. I
just so
will tell you
raunchy.
though, I am glad that those girls saw, because normally it's usually like the next day they might get a clip or something, but I'm glad that it was right away because those girls needed to light a fire in their fucking asses. Because I
Yeah.
guarantee you, had they not seen that, they'd be like, no, I'm good. Like my man's in casa. I'm gonna wait for them. No, and then Anaya's like, no more nice Naya. Like I'm,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like I do not think any of those girls would have even given any of those guys time of day had they not seen that shit just go down because they were
Maybe,
just too much in love.
maybe
Yeah.
that's why they decided we got to mix
Probably to do
things
it
up.
right away. Mm-hmm.
This is just my head the whole time. I was like, no. And I was like, my face, no.
I know.
Like I just like I was like in disbelief and then not really in disbelief because I was like,
Yeah.
of course they're gonna be dogs, you know? But
Hmm.
it's just so unfortunate at the same time because they are so far into it. They have been
Yeah.
getting so deep. The one that I said again, like Bryce is so awkward, but like he's like the most awkward one, and I'm always like I feel like he's always just doing it because he feels like he has to do it because the guys are doing stuff, you know? And I'm always like, oh, you poor
I know.
guy.
Let's take care of them.
Ooh. Two girls said it. It was Kenzie, and then the other girl he made out with was like, I think it was the last.
She's like, he was all teeth.
Yes. Yeah. I
And
was
he was
like,
like, yeah.
he was like, I think she bit my lip. I'm like, oh.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
can't do the toe sucking. What's up with the games and the toe sucking? This is disturbing. I'm like,
And
they
they were
can't come
going
up with
ham on those feet. Ooh.
No, I
nasty.
don't want to put anyone's toes in my mouth. I don't want my toes to go in your mouth. Like, that's
No,
not
because
doing that.
now we're making out, and then I'm kissing your toes, and then I'm making out with you.
This is so gross.
I
I'm
was dying. And then when Kenzie was putting his whole foot in her, she was like, his whole, that guy's whole fucking foot in her mouth. His foot was like this fucking big. I'm like, damn, Kenzie.
And they didn't even win. I
no,
was so pissed. I was like,
I know.
No.
That's from who was doing the voting? Was it the live audience?
So no, the producers and stuff do it.
Ah,
When it comes to like
annoying.
games, yeah,
Because the
they
girls should have won a couple of times, I feel.
they do, and I definitely think Kenzie should have won with that dropping this. And it was funny how Corbin's like, yeah, I don't know what Kenzie's up to. She's probably dropping in them splits, throwing that ass back over there, and it shows Kenzie literally dropping in the splits and throwing her fucking ass back. I'm like, damn, he's right on the money with that.
As soon as they brought out all the girls, I was like, does everyone know how to dance like fucking Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, just like shaking their asses and then jumping on each other and doing the Magic Mike thing? I'm like, I
Yeah.
apparently need a lesson in this move.
right. I'm like,
Mhm.
what the hell? Okay.
Let me start getting my heels on and just like practicing.
For real.
What in the world? I was okay, so I saw on Instagram my girl BB Rexa performed for Love Island, but they didn't show it on the show. And they promote the hell out of Poppy too. So I was like, oh, okay, now I see why Val loves Poppy even
Oh
more.
yeah, 100%. What I'm trying to remember what do you know what Love Island it was? Like what season or if it was UK or USA?
I thought it was this season because she just came out with a new album. So I'll double check though,
If
because
she does this season, we will see it because we always see when they have a performer.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to see that. Go BB.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
then,
last season was Megan the Stallion.
oh my
And she
God.
came in the girls' dressing room, was like helping them get ready and just like, yeah, oh gosh. I really wish you guys were watching
Damn.
honestly 2 seasons ago because the season before last is when like Love Island US
Everything blew
blew
up.
up,
That's
blew
what I
the fuck up.
heard.
And everyone's saying that's the best season, hands down. And then last season honestly was like a close second. Like they were a great one to follow
Wow.
up. And so this one they're just like, oh, it's kind of dull. It's nothing like last season or the season before. And it is. It's not anywhere
Mm.
near what the last 2 seasons were like. But I feel like it's still good. It's still entertaining. It's still
Yeah, I think the producers are absolute geniuses. I mean, the way that I was telling Paul, like, I feel like this is human psychology, and we're just all taking notes and gathering data on human behavior when it
Mhm,
comes to relationships because they put these people basically in a cage. We're watching them for 8 weeks, right? Or is it 6 weeks?
mhm,
8 weeks. And then they're getting close, but the producers have them play a game, ask questions to stir up shit, bringing in new people, stir up more shit. I was like, this is genius television. It's so good. But when the girls get the 12 guys, was that a new thing? I feel like so many
yes. So
questions.
normally it's always 6 and 6. So I've never
Wow, they
seen any
doubled
more. Yeah.
up.
So the fact that they doubled it up is something new for sure.
And the guys were, when they were watching, they go, that looks like 6 Corbins over there. And he's like, I
Uh-huh.
think that's more than six.
Yep, I was dying. And then I was dying when all the people at the Ville were like, fuck you, Casa. And Kenzie's like shaking her ass, fuck you. And then she's up dropping the splits on the grass, fuck you,
I know. She's
Casa.
wild.
She is fucking wild. I could not.
I'm glad I haven't watched the other seasons because then I don't know that this one's bland, like to
Yes.
me this is like crazy.
Yeah.
No,
So
girl, yeah.
like just so I'm almost glad I haven't watched the other seasons because then I would probably be like, oh yeah, this one is bland. But I'm like, no, this one is just
Pure entertainment.
yeah, just as like awfully toxic as any other reality show. So and I'm also like a little glad when you say that not a lot of couples, make it.
Hmm.
Mainly because it's like you are starting every single relationship off in such an unhealthy way that like please don't make it because I don't want to know like what happens. But
Hmm.
I am like when the last episode ended earlier, I watched it. I finished that one today, and there wasn't the next like what's gonna happen tomorrow when they wake up. Like I
Hmm.
was like, it's not
Yeah,
on right now. I have to wait.
about it. That's why just off memory, I'm assuming that tonight is going to be the recoupling because it usually is just like 3 days, 2 nights ish.
Yeah, and they
So,
started kind of asking each other like, or like what was it? Trinity was like, I don't, she said the heart to heart to that guy, like I can't lead you on, like my heart's not in this. Like they're already kind of starting to choose whether they're
Fizzle out.
go back or
exactly.
not, right? So they're gonna choose. They get to choose who they want to couple with and who they bring back to the villa. Is that how it goes?
Yeah. So what's going to happen is what usually happens is say for example, so the girls are at the main villa, right, and the guys are in casa. So we will see sometimes, for example, we don't see the guys recoupling with the girls at casa. Okay. We don't see that part, right? So what we focus on is we see the girls at the villa, we see them, see if they pick any of those guys during the recoupling, the casa guys. And then if they don't have any of them, then the guys stand to the side. If they do, then they come and sit down, right? And then after, like, they'll be like, okay, Anaya, do you want to recouple? And Anaya will be like, I want to recouple with whatever that guy is that she's talking to. Then
Okay.
he'll come and stand with her, and and then Ariana will be like, well, let's see what KC decided to do. And then KC
Wow.
will either come in alone, and if he comes in alone, that means that he wants to recouple with Anaya, or if he comes with another chick, then that means that he recoupled with that chick at Casa.
Hmm.
So it's just
Uh,
so dramatic to see like what's Anaya gonna do? And then you see him
yeah.
walking in with a new chick, and then it's like, is Anaya gonna lose her fucking shit? She gonna be cool and collected? Like that's typically how it goes down. So we'll see if that's how it goes down this season or if they switch things up.
I'm
But
excited for this.
Once
yeah,
they
it's
do
gonna
come
be
back in, like say, let's just use them for an example. If if he comes back in with the girl and she does choose Carl,
then they're each two
once
new
they're back
couples.
in, can they? be like, oh, you know what? I saw her, like I changed my mind. I don't want to be with this girl, or they have to wait it out again.
They can, but they're still going to be in a couple with that person that they chose that night. But they can,
Oh,
if they're
okay.
both like, fuck this person, I miss you, like they can be all loved up. And then they
Okay.
can't, you cannot sleep in anyone's bed unless you're in a couple with them. But like, say
Okay.
two people aren't in the same couple and they want to sleep together, they can sleep outside on the day bed.
Mm.
So like they could do
Oh,
that and be like, fuck this, but they're still going to have to wait till the next recoupling to officially be in a couple.
gotcha.
And then
Yeah.
whoever's not picked, usually from like the Casa, like if any of the Casa guys aren't picked, they leave. Any of the
Dumped.
Casa girls aren't picked, they leave. But say Anaya says that she wants to stay in a couple with KC and doesn't choose anybody, and then KC comes back with a new chick, then Anaya's going to be single and vulnerable.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
he's going to be in a new couple, and she's going to be watching him and his new couple in the house.
I hope
And
my
then Carl
girl
goes
picks her
away.
new.
Huh?
And then does Carl go away?
And then Carl leaves.
Okay.
Yeah. hmm
Yeah, I hope she picks her new guy because Casey is so annoying.
Yeah, I hope she picks him too, because they are actually really fucking cute.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so Bryce, he got all teary in the confessional. It's like, I really just, he said something that I thought was so sweet. He's like, I am enough for her. And then
Oh,
Trinity started crying in her confessional. So I was like, I hope those two get back together.
I think
Like,
they will.
Bryce,
100%. They'll
yeah,
recouple. Yeah.
yeah. Because he was having like some fun, but I think it didn't take him very long to realize, like, okay, this is not that fun.
And her too.
hmm
Like she was like, yeah, I don't want
Hmm.
to, lead you on. Like, yeah, that was sweet. They're sweet.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that they're like really like romantically sweet, or do you think they're going to be like a best friend relationship outside of this?
Like, do you think that they're gonna last outside of this? Is that what
Romantically.
I don't know. I think right now, I think they're just starting to realize that they do have like romantic feelings for each other. I feel like I know that they have liked each other, but I think that they're going to come back together and I think they're going to come back together stronger than
Yeah.
they were before, to be honest. Do
Yeah.
I think they're going to last outside the villa? No, ma'am. But
Don't they
I
all live in
think,
different places and stuff? So I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh.
And well, a lot of them will end up moving to LA because then they start their careers and all of
get
that,
brand deals and all this
all the
stuff.
brand deals and things like that. And they actually just started after 2 seasons ago when it blew up. There's also a show called Beyond the Villa.
I saw the
So,
previews for
yeah, so
that.
2 seasons ago, after that show ended, it was such a big deal that people wanted to see like their life after the fact. And there's a couple that's actually two couples, the winning couple and the runner-up, that are still together to this day. And they're
Wow.
fucking, yeah, they're obsessed with each other. They're so fucking cute. Everybody loves them. They're amazing.
Oh,
So I think it comes out with like 6 episodes and you just kind of follow, and they're all like in LA, some are in Texas, some are in Miami. So you just kind of like see their lives. Then they meet up in LA to do certain events, and there's like 6 episodes, which kind of gives you like behind the scenes what their life's like now. And then last season was so good too. So they did that as well. We got to
okay.
see their lives behind the scenes. So we'll see if they do that now. So you'll get to see like if they stay together, what happened,
Mm.
their dynamic. So that's pretty cool too to see.
And one thing I was going to say, when the girls were having their, so if you guys notice when at Casa Amor, the girls show up and they were straight into like making out and dancing and all the shit. And then vice versa, when these boat full of 12 guys show up, what do they do first? Let's have a pool party so we can talk and get to know each other. I'm like, the producers wanted the girls to emotionally connect to these guys before all the making out started, and then they played the games. So I was like, huh, see that setup? It's a little bit different for the girls.
Cool guy. I think, and to your point, I think it is like you said, they wanted to shake things up. They wanted the girls to know, like, be like, look, you need to get it together and
Yeah,
start exploring and stop being so comfortable because your men are doing the most at Casa.
the most.
Yeah.
So the Asian guy, half Asian, his name is Carl.
Yes, Carl.
I thought it was so cute when he was teaching Anaya Chinese and Japanese. I was like, let me start singing Megan's Watashima. What was that song? I was like, let's
And
go.
she sounded good too when she was
She
saying
was
it. She sounded
Dutch.
really good.
I was
She
like,
did,
that's
yeah.
our girl. so
Yeah,
cute.
I think they're cute. So I hope she keeps, going with that connection. And also, like a lot of people, a lot of couples will say they'll recouple with the other person and they'll say, and they'll talk to their partner, like, I didn't want to recouple with this person to replace you. I just wanted to also see what this connection is like and be able to talk to you both. So you'll see a lot of people that will say that, like in Love Island, like, doesn't mean that I just want to be with them and I don't want to be with you, even though the other person's always going to take it personal and be like, well, that's what you did. You chose the other person, you didn't choose me. But they'll be like, no, like I wanted to be able to keep him in the villa and, do myself, take care of myself and be able to like talk to him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be a disservice,
Mhm.
if she doesn't explore any other connection. So I'm hoping that that's what she does
Yeah, girl,
because
me
we already
too.
know he's probably going to be coming back with somebody.
Well, Casey said a
Yeah.
couple times, like, I just basically don't want Anaya anymore. And then Corbin flat out said, I'm over Kenzie, like twice. I was like, dude, do you know you're on national TV?
The
I'm flat out.
Permita the Persian, honey, he said, I want you. I was already in your DMs. We follow
Yeah.
each other. We are in Miami. Let's
Yep.
go.
I'm
Yep.
dead. I can't wait
Mhm.
for tonight,
So
girls.
out of what couples, who do you think's gonna wanna stay with their main person in the villa, or who do you think's gonna come back with a new person? What do you guys think of all the couples?
I think I think Sincere is gonna end up going back with Melanie.
And you think Melanie's gonna stay with Sincere?
I think so,
Absolutely.
but yeah, I think so. But I mean, you never know how pissed she really
Mhm.
is. I can't tell, but I think so. And then I think
Yeah.
obviously Trinity and Bryce are going to.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What about Kata and Zach? What
I
do you
was
think?
just gonna say, Kate and Zach, like,
Well, towards the last episode, Zach was starting to say, like, this has been fun and all, but I have Kata in the back of my
Mhm.
mind.
Yeah.
And Kata, I don't think she had, wanted to kiss that guy until they played the game. So that
No.
one's big question mark there. I
No.
don't
I think
know.
that they're gonna probably choose each other at the recoupling as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
yeah. I think
Mhm.
those are the three. I actually don't really like Anaya and Casey together. I
Mhm.
think Anaya just is,
That's done.
yeah, I don't want to say too good for him, but at the same
She
time, I'm like,
is.
is
And I
it? Like,
honestly feel like Carl will treat her like the queen
yeah.
that she is.
She just needs someone on that more like maturity level
Mhm.
Yeah.
in general. So I kind of hope they don't get back together, personally.
Right.
But yeah, those
Because
are
even
like,
during the game with in the white bed, she was
Mhm.
the only one who didn't make out with 10 other
Mhm.
fucking people and went straight to her guy. I was
Mhm.
like, this girl is, I loved her. Like, yeah, she
Mhm. I do.
definitely, I just think she deserves a little bit better than what Casey's
sure.
offering. I agree.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, and of the connections, like of the men that came to the women, I don't feel like I don't feel like any of the men made a connection with any of the women. Like truly, I don't see it. I don't see the sparkle in their eyes like, oh my God, this guy, other than like Anaya with Carl, really. So I don't even think Kenzie likes any of them.
I
But
mean,
choose
Kenzie's
Kenzie's
one.
forcing it.
I'm over Corbin. I'm never
Yeah.
talking to him
I
again.
mean, she's gonna
She's
choose
finding
whoever.
somebody.
Yeah, she's gonna
Yeah.
choose whoever. So at this point, I'm like,
Yeah.
she could just choose whoever, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I think she's definitely gonna pick whoever the guy's name is that she's talking to, and then
Mhm.
just to prove a point. I don't think she's gonna. I think she obviously still wants to be with Corbin, and she's just not admitting it to herself. But I think that she's just gonna pick that guy just because she's fucking pissed off, and then
Yes.
Corbin clearly is taking home Permita, honey. I mean, that's a wrap.
Even Paul said so when she went to Caleb, is the act country guy, right?
Mhm.
When she went to him first, Paul was like, "What the? How did that even happen?" And-
I was shocked too. I was like, Parmita and Caleb sharing a bed
what?
on night one. I'm like, how the fuck did he score her? And then Corbin's like, oh, here we go again. Now it's Corbin and Caleb fighting over the same chick.
And then Corbin got her, and I was like, "Yeah, that makes more sense."
Yeah.
Fighting over the same love fucking triangle.
Well,
Crazy.
like I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Casa Amor is like the biggest, most fun, dramatic thing. And then after all said and done, we got one more thing coming our way, and it's called movie night. And basically, it's when when the Casa Amor stuff dies down a little bit, they'll bring movie night and then they're gonna show clips of people talking shit about each other. Kisses nobody knows about. It's fucking insane. Yeah, shit hits the fan on movie night. So look out for movie night after Casa Amor.
They better show Corbin saying, I'm done with Kenzie. I'm done
Oh,
with Kenzie. That needs to be in there.
yeah,
I'm so like, what? How dare you?
yeah, it's so good. But a couple controversial things real quick. When Britt brought up, yeah, the Bryce and Zach coupling, people
The
online
bromance.
as well. Do you guys remember the scene? I think it happened in like the last episode that we watched where Bryce like opened his pants and Zach looked and he's like, "Wow, look at that snake or whatever."
I
You
missed that part.
Girl, you got to look it up on Instagram or something. I'm sure there's clips, but basically he looks at Bryce's dick and was like, "Wow, like and then Zach was like, "That's how I am hard." Basically, he said like, "That's the length I am hard," and Bryce is like, "Yeah, no, I'm like a semi." And then and then they go and like sit outside and then they're still talking about it and Zach calls it the snake.
Wow.
Yeah. And if you'll hear like Ian will say stuff about them talking about it too. And
Oh
then
my gosh.
yeah, so there's that.
Wild.
And then people are comparing it to I think there was like Big Brother and something else where yeah, there was two
I think it
guys
was
who
two different seasons of Big Brother.
yes, who ended up like ha developing feelings and then they kissed and then
Oh,
yeah, so they're wondering like is that gonna happen? Is that not gonna happen? And Zach actually his brother was on last
yeah,
season.
that's what he
Well,
was
I don't yeah, know if you guys
saying.
refer to him, his name's Charlie, but if you hear him talk about him and I know Charlie came online and there was this video I saw and he didn't like say, yeah, I agree. But he said, like, I didn't know that there was another couple, meaning Zach and Bryce, on the show.
Ah.
So he kind of like confirmed that he like sees it too.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that was funny. I
Wow.
saw that clip too. I was like, his
Yeah.
brother sees it, okay. The thing about the two Big Brother episodes was one of those people was gay in
Mhm.
both of those, but I mean, to begin with. And then the
Yeah.
other person was straight. One of them came out later that they're now bisexual, and the other one, I think they had a fling or whatever, and then that was it. I don't know if Zach or Bryce, you know, are currently bisexual, either one of them, or you know what I mean? But it
That,
have learned something new about themselves.
yeah.
Wow. What a show. What
Yeah.
a freaking show.
Happened one time, USA. I want to say maybe it was like I don't know, season 5, where two girls were bisexual. They actually were one was a Casa girl, one was a Villa girl, and they were fighting over the same guy. So like the guy went to Casa, came back with the other girl. They were kind of feuding, and then the two girls ended up having a thing, and they ended up recoupling together. Like they had asked the producer, "Can
Wow.
we become a couple?" And they were like, "Fuck yeah, you can be." Okay. They were a couple.
Ay.
Yeah, so
We'll
That's
show
awesome.
him.
you never know. But I don't know if you guys have heard anything about the girl that Zach is with in Casa, her name's Alana, the cute little brunette, the little petite one. Um, there's was a lot of controversial stuff coming out about her that she was like using racial
Oh,
slurs.
the N word? I heard about
Yeah,
that.
multiple times. So they weren't expecting her to be on either last episode or maybe tonight's episode. So they're saying like
Mm.
if she just disappears, because sometimes they do just yank these people off the show and you're like, what the fuck? And Ian will say something like, "Oh, Alana's no longer on the show," or
Hmm.
someone had to leave for family reasons or whatever. So they're wondering like, are you gonna bring in another Casa girl?
Girl.
But that was, I think, before last episode, and tonight is probably the recoupling, so I don't think they would bring in, wouldn't make sense to just throw in a random girl right at the recoupling. So
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll still be on or what the deal with that is, but I don't think Zach would be bringing her back to the villa anyways. So maybe that's
Maybe
why
it'll
they're
all work out because that other girl, the bombshell, right, already got kicked off before she even got on the show.
exactly.
I'm like,
Yeah.
where are they finding these kids?
Yeah. But I did read that it's actually not the producers, and I saved it. I was going to send it to you guys that I guess it's actually not the producers that do these background checks. Like they hire like other people to
Oh,
basically do that. And I don't know. It
Part of the
explained
internet.
it, and I was like, okay, I'll have to send it to you guys.
hmm.
Because I was like, damn, okay. So,
Well, girl, on that note, thank you so much for this recap.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go try to watch a little bit before bed.
Yes.
Let me
I want
at
to
least start
too.
the episode. That's my only complaint about this show is like, why are they an hour, hour and a half each?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, because
not
the
gonna
drama.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I be fast forward some of their little chit chats. I'm like, okay, I know what you're gonna say.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
How do you think I got through 15 episodes?
Right? All that you did, boo.
But thank you, girl. This was fun.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm watching the show.
Until
Yeah.
our next recap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Until
Gossa.
next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.